Hello. Welcome to another live streaming. This time around, we are chasing unlimited profit. So, welcome to the stream. If you are with me, let me know if my sound is good. I always like to double check and make sure that my audience verifies that the sound is good. Okay, without wasting time, um, 1 minute. You know the drill. Let me know the instrument you want me to talk about so that I can start streaming immediately. We have Paul in the house. Okay, Paul is helping me to say that the sound is good. Thank you, Paul. So let's go ahead. Also, Paul, don't forget to drop your pair, maximum of three pairs, so that I can check it. First timer, wow, Paul, first timer. I hope you enjoy and learn from today's stream by the grace of God. Thank you for stopping by. And don't forget, before you leave, subscribe. Okay? It will be fun, even though we are looking at chat, it will be fun, okay? So without wasting time, we are going to go straight to gold. Okay. Gold has been bullish on the monthly. And I'm targeting this level, but it has been stubborn from May, June, July. We have not been able to come there. The best we could do was to take out May's high, came back down, and then we are closing somewhere here. But I still, based on what I see, based on my strategy, the monthly is still bullish, does not change. And July just started. All right. So there's nothing much to do here. The higher time frame monthly is bullish. All right. So let's go to the weekly. Whenever you are analyzing the market, always start from the higher time frame. Have that higher time frame picture direction. Once you can have the higher time frame direction, it will help you a great deal when you are analyzing the market and when you are trading, because it comes into usefulness when you are trading, because when price gets to the higher time frame levels like support and resistance, you don't joke with it. So the weekly, we have this level on the weekly. Even though, okay, the way I trade, even though I see two bearish move, there's something I'm looking for. You can see none of this rejected from any resistance. So for me, I still maintain a bullish course on this weekly until I see that rejection. If I don't see rejection, I will continue looking for bullish move, especially when the daily turns bullish. I move along with the daily. So the weekly is bullish. However, we have, since we closed below this, all right, we have created a resistance here, and price has tapped into that last week. Change this to my weekly. Price are tapping into that. We just have to check this level and also probably this one. These two levels are levels. If I'm buying, those are my targets. Last week I took some trades, and when it got here, I took my profit. Even though I left some to run, but when it came back down, I simply closed it all because it is the weekend. And when you are buying, holding gold for a long term, the swap can mess with you. Okay, so weekly is bullish. However, we have some obstacle here. Then we go to our daily. Now on the daily, if price gets to this point here, I'm going to sell, and hopefully we turn to daily bearish and then we move. All right, but for now I'm bullish. Price created a support right here. If you want to take advantage of this bullish move, if you want to see price come test the support and then push up, that's what I want to see happen. Okay, I have some people in the chat. Okay, Paul says pounds JPY, and gold, and then USD JPY. Okay, pounds JPY and USD JPY. I'm starting with gold, so the next one will be pounds JPY and USD JPY. Okay. Oguntayo, how are you? Good evening. Oguntayo says good evening, Raba. Good evening to you too. And Oguntayo says, please help with Euro Chef, CHF, and AUDCHF. Do you know one thing? I don't like looking at the CHF, Swiss franc. That pair is too slow, and is always choppy also. But because you requested, I'm going to do that. All right, but I don't even put it. If you check my list here, I don't think you're going to see CHF, the Swiss franc. I don't like it, and so I don't. It's been a long time. I have that bias towards CHF. Okay, so when price comes back to the gold daily support, yeah, I'll be interested to look for a buy. Okay, that's what I'm looking at here. I'll be interested to look for a buy, and I can see a form of trend line there, like this. It come in here, I'll take a buy. All right, so we are bullish on the daily as well. But however, don't be blinded. We have created new level of what? Resistance. So when you are buying here, you take off your profit at this point. Don't hold it and expect it to break. Always respect your opponent. Even in a boxing match, you're fighting. All right. You don't disrespect your opponent, because if you underestimate them, they are going to mess you up. So you respect them. The same thing with the market. Always respect what you see in front of you. Don't let your feelings and your emotions take hold on you and control you. When you are supposed to exit, you keep holding, and then before you know it, that level becomes strong, and then erase some of your profit. Then you end up closing it out of fear. All right? Be objective whenever you are trading. Be objective. Know where to take profit. I'm not saying you should take all, but at least take something at a very good price than you taking it when it's coming back down, because it can actually reject and then trade lower. So gold, we're expecting a buy. If market can give us an entry around here, we'll push the market up as a swing trader. Then we look at pounds JPY according to the request from the chart. Paul, okay. According to Paul, we're going to look at that. Pounds JPY. Okay. So this is pounds JPY. Monthly level. From what I can see here, we close above this. So price is currently retesting that to push higher. That's the way I can see the monthly is bullish. We started the movement here, or you can trace it down to this level where the market rejected on the monthly and then push higher. So we are bullish. We close above a major resistance. We are using it as a support. So we are expecting it to continue pushing higher. All right, that's what I see. The first target I'm looking at is this level. So I'm going to change this to my monthly line. So this is the target, monthly target. You can label it, make your chart clean, and call it monthly target. All right, that's what is drawing the price. The price is moving towards this level. This is the next resistance. Price move from support to resistance, from resistance to support. That is what price does. If it closes above the resistance, it moves to the next one. Simple logic. You have to eliminate the whole squeezing your chart. Okay, not that it's not good. If it works for you, very good. But I find a very faster way to just determine what the market is doing. Market structure is great because I use it myself, but not in the way everyone uses it. I use it in a different way, which I show people within my mentorship. I don't want to talk about mentorship today. I want to just give you value. All right. So we're expecting price to push up here. Let's go to the weekly. On the weekly, we also got a nice rejection. This was our best entry if we were to take this trade. If you were to take this trade, this would have been the best entry. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll keep holding. This is a swing trade, swing entry. But however, we have a level here. Did we close above it? If we close above it, then there's a chance that we pass through it easily. We close above it. Okay. So I'm not really worried. What I'm worried is the fresh one that is created. Okay. So we just simply put that in mind. We put that in mind. And then go to the daily. So let me take off this. This is the monthly level. Let me change to the monthly line. So we rejected there. This was our entry, 100%. If we were to take this entry last week. On the daily, we are also bullish on the daily. All right. You can see how this level lines up here with this continuation opening price broken, becoming support. So price push higher. Closed on, this is Thursday, and then Friday, some people gave back their gains. All right. But the interesting thing is that we close above this resistance here. Okay. This is an interesting thing. We close above this. So it simply means you want to do a form of retracement to push higher. So where can we look for entry? Yeah, if I'm approaching this market, all right, this first one that shows up on Monday, I will not be comfortable taking this trade. The reason is because of my time zone. I will be sleeping. Okay, even though price comes out in the next market opens in the next maybe 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3 hours or 2 to 3 hours, depending on the currency pair, and I take this trade. Number one, when you take a trade towards the opening of the market, the spread tends to be very wide, and I'm not a fan of that. Okay. So, secondly, why I won't take this trade, which is a good place to take a trade. If you take a trade and you get a loss, no problem. Price will definitely retrace and then come back to this level. So let me mark out some potential areas where I'll be looking for entry. Okay. First, second, and third towards the end here. All right. Before we push higher. Now, what I can tell you is that any of these three levels will hold price and then push higher. But I'm not a soothsayer. I will not be able to know if this is exactly where market will move. But if this was to be in London session and I'm awake looking at it, I will take a shot here. I will buy. And also I will buy here once I see them. Okay, I'll also buy here. But this one, I will not be putting it high in my expectation, because by the time price trades to that level, I may be sleeping. So I will not bother looking at this. But what happens during the London session now? Maybe market played around here. Okay. And I came to meet it at the London session, maybe around there. I'll be confident to take this one. I'll be 100% confident to take this one, because number one, I can take it and then manage the trade. Whatever happens, either I cut it loose early if I can see that it wants to trade lower into the next level. But I'm going to take the trade there with 100% confidence on my part. 100% confidence doesn't mean it will be 100% successful, okay? Trading is probability, all right? And you have to make decision in real time as the market is moving. You know, the ticker, everything, the price is moving. You make your decision there. That is the difficulty of trading. Trading is difficult at that regard. Regardless of how you feel, you are scared, you are greedy, you have to make a decision around this level. All right. So I prefer being awake, watching my entry around there, and then watching what the market is doing. All right. So these are my areas where I'll be taking my entry on the 4-hour. Okay. Those are my areas. Though this area is good. However, why I don't want to talk more about this, I'll be sleeping by the time price gets here. Unless maybe price push up in Asian session, and then comes back down there in the New York, London session, then I'll be taking this. Okay, so that is that. Take note. So that is on pounds JPY. The last one, according to Paul, is USD JPY. So let me check the chart again and be sure. USD JPY. Okay, yeah. If you are joining for the first time, let me know that you are a first time participant. And also suggest to me, to make this stream interesting, suggest to me what you would like me to include. Like for first time viewers, what should I be doing? All right, I want to get your input so that I don't want this stream to be boring. I want it to be lively, interactive, and then just send your message through the chat. Whatever I want to see me do, let me know in the chat. All right, I'm here for you. We are going to make the money together. All right, as you can see from the title, unlimited profit. We don't want to get stop out at any point. We want to keep trading and keep making money. That is the unlimited profit there. You don't know the cap. You keep making money. You keep making money, no matter how small it is. Building on that is the goal. All right. So don't look at unlimited money as something huge. You want to make uncountable money. No. Unlimited in the sense that you're making profit daily. You're making profit weekly. You're making profit monthly over a long period of time. All right. It's not limited. Your potential to make profit is not limited. So that is the logic behind the title there. Okay. Okay, I've read that. Let's go back to the chat. Or let me go back to the chat. USD JPY. We start from the monthly as well. As you can see, our levels are very powerful. This is the reversal opening price. You can see how price finds it difficult to trade below. Instead, price close above. We are bullish on this price as well. Okay. So we go to the. But I don't spend time on the monthly. When I look at the monthly, I know where the market is heading to, and what are the draw to liquidity. Now, this level. Let me just throw more light here. You can see this level. This is the reversal. This is continuation opening price. Broken. Traded up, it has not been used at all as either support or resistance. It has not been used. Price came again, broke it as if it wasn't there until the month of May, where it started working as what? Resistant. You get it right. Resistant. All right. Now, for me to have a more confidence that we might be pushing high, I want to see price close above that. So this level is pulling this price towards that level to see if it will close above. All right. And because why are we looking at this? Because we created a fresh level to attack it. More like more demand coming in to break the supply. There's supply here. Whether I use the word support and resistance or supply and demand is the same thing. Demand created here to do what? To attack this supply. And that is what is happening. So if you go to your weekly, okay, if you go to your weekly, you can see, if I want to draw a trend line here, I can draw one here. Price came in, rejected. And then what can you see again? A fresh level. Price find it difficult to close below. It came all the way down. One would think, oh, it will close below. But these things are powerful. They are powerful. Why it went below is it went to tap into the lower time frame level where it starts the journey. When the market wants to be bullish, it starts from lower time frame, which is the daily. For example, if daily is bullish, you see it like this. Okay. Then weekly will not have much of this pullback. Weekly will be like 1, 2. All right. Along this leg are all of these zigzag in the daily. Okay. So because one time frame is going down and the other one is pushing up, does not mean you are not correct. Just that when the lower time frame gets to the area where it needs to pull back, it will pull back regardless of the direction of the higher time frame. These are the things you need to understand. Okay. So we rejected from that level. We go to the daily. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Anything below here, which price touch, are areas where I'll be buying from. But preferably, I want price to tap on this or this and then push, because price already tested this and it didn't do any significant movement. So if bracket opens, test these two levels, I'll be pushing up. All right. These are what I'm looking at. When the market comes to your level, just take your trade. Okay. Now on the 4-hour, there, I like this area here. From this area, I love this. Okay. That'll be around beautiful. Around that daily level. So I like this area for a buy. Price comes in here. Boom. Okay. This is what I'm looking at for USD JPY if I'm to trade this. All right. We have another first timer. Daniel Brendan. You're welcome to Raba Fx live stream. And also, if you want me to discuss ways of improving your trading, let me know. What are your challenges? What are you struggling with? I am here to help you. Okay. And also, Daniel, let me know the 3 pairs aside from what has been listed. Let me know the 3 pairs you want me to take a look at. Okay. And also suggest what should we be doing to first timer just like you. Well, by the time we go to the next stream, we are no longer a first timer, but I'm asking this to get a feedback from previous streams that you have been attending, what do you think I can do to make it more interesting? Okay, I'm a trader, I'm not an entertainer. But I'll try as much as possible to make it entertaining. That is why I'm opening up to get feedbacks from you. Okay, so Oguntoye says I should look at Euro CHF and AUD CHF. I don't like looking at CHF, but I will try. Let me see. Euro, it can never be in my watch list. Euro, CHF, Swiss franc, forex.com. Okay. Forex.com. You can see what I'm talking about. It used to have too many wicks and it's very slow. Okay. So as you can see here, price is finding it difficult to trade below the reversal opening price. But before then, we were coming from this level. Okay. And we came all the way down to where? To this level. You can see how price finds it difficult, okay, to break any of this. So this level, this support is strong, and I feel creating a fresh support, this should continue to create a bullish move for the market to continue pushing higher. Okay, so we go to the weekly. So far, if price comes here, this is where I'll be selling. I'll be selling from here. I'll be selling from here the weekly. So I'm going to go to the daily and refine this level. You can see we can be in this range for a long time. Like for example, look at, we are in a range, trading in a range. All right. Even though we close above this, if price comes in, I'll be selling, because from what I've seen, I don't think the monthly has changed bullish yet, because remember, we were coming from this level. We closed below this monthly. So we are the bearish momentum is stronger than the bullish momentum from the way the price action is lining out. So I have to be very careful in picking my direction. Okay, so in this case, I'll favor more of the bearish trade based on the price action I'm seeing just before me. All right, the only time I will be looking for bullish is if I can see a nice opportunity in the daily time frame. You can see what this pair is doing. You can see I don't like I don't like this pair at all. I'm going to change this to daily. Let me go back to weekly. Do I have any weekly lines? I don't. Okay. So based on the daily, we are bullish on the daily time frame. Okay. So now this is what we are doing. We have a scenario bullish to bearish trade. Okay. The market is bullish on the daily. It's going to push into this area, or this man might be a stumbling block. So if I'm to buy, if I'm to trade this currency pair and I'm buying, I will watch out for this area and this area. These are areas where you start thinking of selling. Okay, so when you go to your daily, just above that level, what do you see? You can see, yeah. So these are strong areas where price can push from. So in the meantime, feel free to go for a bullish trade. All right, feel free to go for a bullish trade. And the best area, I always like price coming back to my reverse opening price. If price come back here, you buy. Just as I explained the Asian market stuff, I'll be sleeping most times. I don't want to buy and then I sleep off. So there's no point even looking at it. I will look at the chart again during the London session, because during the London session I know what Asian have done, and I will see any fresh support level that is available. I'll be able to buy from there because I can monitor the market from there. Than at a point where I'll be looking to take a nap or sleep for the day. All right. So those are my preference there. Not that this level is not good. If you are in Asia, definitely buy from here. I think I mistakenly muted myself there. Sorry. Let's go back. So I said if you are in Asia, feel free to take a trade there. Feel free. In short, this is your level here. All right. These two levels. Price coming. From here, it can create a wick. Trade all the way down and then push up. All of it becomes a wick. Okay, just like this. Okay. Maybe you are looking at this level or this level to buy, or this level. You can see what it does. It came back down, tap into this Quasimodo, or preferably this, and then push. So the same thing I'll be expecting here. All right. Only if you are in Asia. If you are in Nigeria, Europe, and the rest, you'll be sleeping by this time. I will not recommend you to take advantage of this setup. All right. But during the London session, if I can come up live, I will, so that you will have your own London setup, which you can monitor. All right. So that out of the way. The next one is AUD, CHF. AUD, CHF. Looking at forex.com. Okay. Monthly. If you are wondering what you are doing, tell me the pair and I will look at it. I have my own pairs that I'll go through. I've gone through gold. Someone also requested for gold. But for now, I'm doing what the audience are telling me to do. Okay. I have in the chat here, Mother Mary. Mary says, "Hi, good day, Raba. Raba, sir. First time join your live stream, your live here. Thank you, being your first time. I think I will have a bell here, and I will ring the bell for my first timer. Okay. And Mary's continue to say, do you provide your daily entry signal? See, one thing about signal, I tried doing signal, and it nearly made me look like a scammer, because when I get a signal, you might not be on your chart. As you can see, I only take a trade when it gets to my opening price. So that is my signal. All right. I can give you a trade breakdown just like this, maybe send it through email. By the way, I created a free course on what I'm doing right now. So if you're interested, just check the link in the description. You're going to see the link to the mini course. Register. It will be done through email. So use your best email. I will come into your inbox every day till the duration of that, almost 2 weeks. It will be engaging, fun. There are a lot of assignment there. So join the free course so that you get the training, what I'm showing you right here. All right, at least the basics aspect, so that you understand what I'm doing. Then in sometimes I send trade setup. So I prefer sending a trade setup that, look, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking at, yeah? Then for me to say, okay, signal. This, if I'm taking a trade, I take the trade, immediately price takes it. But if I mark out a level, it's simply a setup. So when I take the trade and I go back and then send it as signal, the market has already reacted. So I don't believe in signal. Okay, I don't believe in signal. And then Mary continued to say, let me say this. And after this live stream, how do I know when you will go live again? Okay, that's a good question. I'm going to make a proper schedule. Okay, but for now, I jump in live at any time. Okay, but I'll make it a proper schedule. Maybe you know exactly when I'll be coming up live. By then, I will have a lot of interaction, and I know that people are actually waiting for that. But for now, I have a small amount of people coming to my live stream, so I try to use different time to know the best time. So I'm still working on a kind of experimenting the best time for it. But once it's done, I will let you know, especially if you are in my email list. Once you join the email list, I'll start communicating when I'll be going live. Probably I will schedule it and send you a link to wait for it. Maybe if I'm, for example, if I'm going live tomorrow or Tuesday, I can send you an email today telling you about it so you can prepare. Check your time. Okay, will you be busy that time? If you are not going to be busy, no, all of those, you make plans for it. So this is, I like this, Mary. I like this. And then, do you have any Telegram? Yes, I do. I'm not a fan of Telegram, but I do. I have a Telegram channel. If you join the email list, you are going to come across the Telegram channel in my welcome email. So within my welcome email, I send the Telegram link, because a lot of people, they use my name and create scamming group. So initially I wanted to opt out of Telegram because of that, so that you know that I don't have Telegram. But a lot of people, most traders are on Telegram. So the only way you will be able to see my Telegram will be when you join my email list and I give you that Telegram link. All right. Aside from that, I don't want you to be exposed to scammers. Okay, be careful out there. I communicate mostly through email, so I will encourage you to sign up to the email list. If I can't remember, did I put it in the description? Yeah, I should. Okay, if it's not there, just check any of my recent videos. The link to the email is there. Free mini course. Join and you really enjoy it. Okay, so nice one, Mary. I appreciate that. That's thoughtful of you. And Mary went further to say, I am a newbie, sir. May I know, according to Market Watch, what is the time for London and New York session? Okay, now the time depends on which region you are located. Okay, so let me know where you are joining me from. Then from there, I'll be able to answer your question properly. London session are simply, if you are in Europe, when you wake up in the morning around 7, 8, that is London session. All right. If you are in America, that time you wake up 7, 8, 9, that is America, New York session. Okay, most likely. But the best, what I do best is that you can use Google and then put in the search that London's open in my local time. Google will tell you. So regardless of which, if you're in Asia, America, Nigeria, Canada, Ghana, Seychelles, wherever you are, just put there London session to my local time. When London session open to my local time, it's going to tell you the local time where London session will open. So for example, you are 3 hours ahead of London. It will be like 11 a.m. your local time. Okay, the same thing with New York session. New York session open into my local time. So that's the best way to know about it. Okay. Mary says Malaysia. Okay. So what you need to do is type London session open in Malaysian time. Okay. Let me do that for you. Yeah. On my own, London session open in Malaysia. In Malaysia time. So it's going to tell you exactly the time in your local currency, or let me say in your local time. Use the word in my local time. Okay, and it's going to tell you. Like for me, yeah, according to my search result here, I base in Nigeria, so it's telling me 8 a.m. So what you need to do, I'm going to copy the query and I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. London session open local time or in my local time. If you want to know that of New York, you just change London session and put in New York. Okay. Oguntoye says, please help with NAS 100. Okay, that is NAS 100. Help with NAS 100. Mary says, thank you. Thank you too. And how is Malaysia right now? Oh, thanks for your what's it, guidance. Okay, yeah, you're welcome, Mary. You're welcome. So that is it. So let's go back to our chat now. AUDCHF, according to who demanded for it? Oguntoye. Okay, Oguntoye. So let's go. Monthly, as you can see, this market is falling like a Swiss knife. It's falling. So I'm not even going to mark any monthly level. I don't think it's going to reverse to this level. We have the lower time frame to contend with there. And on my left, there's nothing. Wow. So on the weekly, I will simply mark here in case it gets there. I will sell heavily. I'm going to use a big lot size here. Please, not financial advice, okay? Always apply risk management. I'm kind of ignoring this level because it's not going to hold much. The momentum is strong and we are moving again from a weekly level. We are going to break this. At least this is our target here. I'm looking at this target before we can get any form of pullback. I'm looking at this target here, and then going to the daily, yes, this is what I want to see. So I'll be engaging it in here. So this is what I'll be selling from. Price coming, I will sell from there. Okay, price straight back in here, I will sell from here. So this is what I'm looking at on AUDCH. I wish I trade this. This is a nice setup because the market, as you can see, free flow down. The momentum is strong, and it's not slowing down. It's even creating more support, resistance rather. Okay, the momentum is strong. So that is that. Then if you go to your 4-hour, you can refine that area. Maybe you can wait for it to trade into this level here. It all depends, but that is the setup there on the daily price. The moment price trading here, your brain will tell you formation for a bearish move. So whatever, what is it called? Entry techniques you want to use. The moment price comes in here on the daily, you can maybe you switch to the 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes to bring out your entry techniques or your entry strategy. Feel free. The main thing is that I am showing you areas where the market is most likely to respect. And that's what I'm doing here, so that it will help you. I notice a lot of people, the issue they have is direction. 80% of traders fail because they don't even know the direction. That's why they fail. Okay. So that is why I take it upon myself to help you with the direction. Then you focus on your entry. Look at the way you refine your entry to make it better without even paying me a dime. Then if you want to know how I get to know my directions, my levels, and all those things, you want to pick my brain, then you can just come in through the mini course. You are going to learn a whole lot in the mini course, okay? Mary says thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Please recommendation for a good broker. Yes. Now, maybe okay, that's a good question. Let me use that to talk about broker. Okay. Now, there are two things I look at when I'm looking at broker. Number one, the broker should have money. That is liquidity. The broker should have money. Number two, I look at regulation. Okay. As a broker, you should have regulation in any of these three areas. US, Australia, but US is very strict when it comes to forex CFD. So if the broker can get license in EU, FCA, UK, or Australia, I prefer Australian broker more, like 8 Caps, Blueberry. Then IC market in the European area, IC market is also good. In fact, these days, just look for brokers that have strong regulation in this jurisdiction. You are good to go. Okay. So that is that. And if your country also have a strong regulation on broker, then you can use those broker residing in your country. And I think Malaysia, Singapore, Malaysia, you guys have good regulation as well when it comes to trading. So those are the things you look at. Regulation, and make sure the broker is big enough. Is very big. Money matters. This is money game. Not the broker that don't have much money and cannot pay out when people wins a lot. Whether it is A book or B book, the main thing is they should have liquidity. But I like A book broker. That is those one that send your orders to third party liquidity to execute. Okay, and also you can try DarwinX. DarwinX is also good as a broker. All right, open a DarwinX account. They are also good. So those are the brokers I'm recommending. In here we have Chigbo John. Good PM, coming in late. Love from Port Harcourt. Yeah. You're going to get the recordings, no problem. After the stream, you can just watch it before the market opens. How is Port Harcourt? I hope the rain, like right now in Nigeria, it rains virtually every day. from the south area, Lagos, Southwest, and Port Harcourt, the south area. So I believe you are enjoying the weather. Also, Mary says, may you share. You use what broker? I use Blueberry Market. I use Blueberry Market. I have a DarwinX account that I also trade, and currently I'm working on using Ola Prime as my prop firm. So my broker, the one I use, is Blueberry. I use Blueberry Market. So that is my broker. If you want to use it, fine. Just visit blueberry.com. Blueberrymarket.com. You are going to get an account with them. But I've used different brokers over the years and they are good. I've used IC Market. I've used 8 Caps. They are very good. And back then when I started trading then, I used to use Apari. But I don't know. I just left Apari a long time ago. But they are also a good broker. So anything about broker, do your due diligence as well. And look at if they have features that you are looking for. Okay. So Blueberry Market is fine. They are regulated in Australia. They are Australian broker. That's why I said I use mostly Australian brokers. And they allow different payment methods, crypto, card, and whatever. Okay. So that is that. But the main thing is, before you start looking at broker, you should be able to have a strategy. That's the most important thing. You may have a broker deposit money. If you don't know what you are doing, you are going to blow that account. Okay, so I will recommend you take your time. Since you are new, I'm talking to you, Mary. Since you are new, take your time to get skilled. Okay, learn 1 or 2 things. Trade in demo. If you are comfortable, then you go to a broker. That's the advice I will give to you. Don't just open a broker, a live brokerage account, and then you deposit money there. You are going to lose it without proper education. Okay, unless you are ready for that, then you don't have any problem. But for my recommendation, I would say try to get learning. So one of the ways is to go through the free mini course I gave. The link is in the description. The free mini course is very powerful. All right, it can help you jumpstart, and then you start trading demo until you become confident. That is when you go into a real market. Okay. Mary says, okay, thank you, sir. You're welcome, Mary. You're welcome. So, in the absence of more requests, I will go straight and analyze. Okay, someone said NAS 100. So, I'm going to go to NAS 100. And then after that, I'll look at Euro USD. I'll look at Euro USD. All right. So, NAS 100 is extremely bullish. All right. We are bullish on this. On the weekly, we are also bullish. We are trading in all-time high territory on charted area. Price has never gotten to this level before. So remember, whenever price is in all-time high area on charted territory, you have to be careful, especially with indices. There will definitely be a form of retracement. Okay. You wait for that retracement and then hold it for a long time. So we are bullish. What we created this support here. Okay, so let's see if we can get a form of intraday entry from these levels. Okay, so daily. So below that level, I have this fresh level. So this is my area where I want to be buying from. So if market trades back in here, I'll be more confident to buy here than to buy here. Okay, more confident because this is all-time high territory. So let's wait for market to come here, and there's no reason for me to sell. Now this sell, if you have a decent strategy to tell you that this market was going to sell, fine. you can do that. But for me, I wasn't looking for sell because the market was bullish. I've not seen anything that will make me to sell this market. So what happens here for me is that a lot of people took profit, especially the banks, to put it in their book. Now, this is end of the year, end of the month rather. Before July started, they have to prepare books for June. So if they have open position, they can decide to close some of them and report as profit. Okay, so when the big banks start selling, because when you sell, you are taking your profit from your buy. Okay, so when they sell, you can see the market will react on its own. Okay, it's not really a technical issue of market rejecting a particular level, because there's no levels here. All right, so this is mostly profit taking to balance their books, and then probably these are areas that are also looking at to buy. Though they have a way of messing with people's mind, they will push price up and down, and then before you know it, market will move in your intended direction. So you have to be patient. All right. So if you go to your 4-hour, you can refine that area still. Nice. Yeah. The Quasimodo and this level reverse opening price. All right. These are the levels I'll be looking at for trade. Okay. So that is that on NAS 100. And then on Euro USD, imagine me analyzing Euro USD this late. That is the beauty of interaction, okay? That's the beauty of interaction. And I'm really enjoying this live stream because I can see a lot of interaction in the chat. Thank you very much. You guys made it possible, because normally, once I'm done with some few pairs and I look at the chat is dull, I would just want to end. I feel like ending the stream. But with this, I'm encouraged to sit longer because someone needs my attention, someone needs my advice, and I'm obliged to do my best to help, okay, in my own possible way. So let's go Euro USD monthly. The last time I talked about this level, I talked about this level. And as you can see, which month is this? Okay, but July just started. It trades in, is rejecting currently. Okay. But because we have a resistance here, doesn't mean we start selling from the monthly resistance. No. We are bullish. What this is saying is that potentially our bullish move may end. Potentially. Unless we see price close above it. All right. So on the weekly, we're also very bullish. Let me see this level, if there is a weekly level there. Good. Weekly level. Sell. More confidence to sell. But this is what I called a risky sell. High risk sell. All right. Daily. Good. So now that the daily has given me a resistance here, then I can start selling. I can start selling here. So where is the best level on the 4-hour? Okay, on the 4-hour, this level is good for a sell. Okay. Asia should do its thing and bring price down. All right. Asia should do its thing and bring price down. Push up in here. Probably London session starts here. Boom, to the downside. So the daily is bearish. So we have to focus on the daily time frame for our intraday trades. Remember, your targets are the daily support. All right, your daily support are your target. So that is that so far on the currency pairs. And in the absence of anything, I really enjoyed this stream. You guys made it possible. Thank you for everyone who has contributed in the chat one way or the other. I really love it. I'm excited. Okay, so my advice is, if you are new, rain all day today. Yes, John, it rained all day. If you are new and you want to learn the way I am trading, just use the link in the description and join the free mini course. You are not going to pay any money. It's free and it's loaded with premium content. Okay, every day I come with bit-sized email so that you understand one after the other. I will not rush you. Take it one at a time. Explain things. Try to shift your mindset into what I'm teaching, because when you come in loaded with so many things, you will not be able to even assimilate anything again or any new stuff, because you're going to see a lot of new stuff. All right, so use that link, join the free mini course, and I'll see you via email on Monday. On that note, Oguntoye says thank you you very much, Raba. Thank you very much, Raba. Thank you. You're welcome, Oguntoye. Yeah, thank you to John, Mary. I have to appreciate you guys. Mary, Oguntoye, and Daniel, our first timer. Mary, our first timer. Welcome. I hope to see you more often in the stream. Oguntoye is an OG. We have here Paul. I think Paul too is a first timer. Paul too is a first timer. So I appreciate everyone that turned out to be here. You have every right to go somewhere else, but you decided to join Raba on this live stream. Thank you very much. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.